Morning. Today we're in the wood shop making some signs for the up and coming Sasquatch Festival. And I thought you'd like to come in and check it out. Here's some of the Second Amendment signs we made. Those are going to a local store that carries our signs. And some of the Bigfoot signs. Those are another popular one. And I'm trying another version of the sign today. I thought you'd like to take a look at. And check this out. One of the things we do here on the farm to make a couple extra bucks is we make kind of rustic signs. Okay. Today I'm making a few for our Airbnbs. All right. We actually hang the artwork in the cabins. And guests can come through, and if they like them, they can literally buy them right off the walls. And it works really great because I don't have to change up a whole lot of the artwork because it's the guests that are always changing. So it isn't like I have to, like a store would have to change up their inventory to something fresh or new. I can have a few signs that really move quickly and stay right with them. So what that allows me to do is to make stock. Okay, I can make up 5 to 10 a weekend and have them on hand. This weekend I'm doing a Bigfoot one, okay, for our Sasquatch themed cabin. And I thought maybe you'd like to come along and see how they're done. To take a blank piece of wood like this, okay, so this stuff, it's 1x12 pine finish one side, okay. This goes for about $1.90 a foot, okay? And by the time you do a frame around it, this is going to be about 2 linear feet when we're done, okay? So $4. We'll have $4 in materials, and I can show you how I turn it in to something like this. Now, we don't use these ones in the cabins, okay? But Facebook Marketplace and such, this is a really popular seller. Okay, so, and I've got probably in this particular one, because it's a little bit larger, probably $6 to $7 invested. And I sell these all day long for 30, 35 bucks. Okay, so inexpensive. People love them for gifts. But I can make 5 or 10 at a time and really have a productive day. I could sit in here and play on the computer, watch TV, clean the workshop, and have a $400 or $500 day easy. And I want to show you how it's done. Okay. First step is we're going to take this pine and we're going to put it in the machine. This machine I use, it's a CNC machine. This particular one is a unit by a company called Inventables. Okay. They make kind of a startup machine. I've had this machine now for 4 or 5 years easy. It's bulletproof. It's treated me well. They have their own very easy to use software. Okay, it's called Easel. All right, Easel and Easel Pro. We have the Pro version. And you can take, a lot of our files come off of Etsy. You could do, they're so popular. There's so many to choose from. You can go on there and Etsy and search almost any topic. For instance, we're doing Bigfoot. You could search Bigfoot SVG file. And that'll give you, if you find anything you like, that'll give you the file that this machine needs to cut one of these signs. So we're going to take that piece of wood. We have secured it into the machine. This is our file that we're going to cut. At this point, we're going to make sure that the blade is on the machine that we're going to start with. We're going to start with an 1/8 inch bit. To start, this is what they look like. So that's my 60 degree, that's my finish tip. We're going to cut the majority of it out with this one. This is 1/8 inch, okay? And all this is an inverted, it's a router. It's a DeWalt router that you can buy anywhere. Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon. the art is in the machine, okay, and this transom that goes back and forth on an X and a Y axis. So the router sits still in this jig, and then this machine will bring it left, right, forward, reverse, up, down, okay, and that's what's going to cut this sign. All right, so we're going to home the machine. Homing is the machine finding its starting point. You can program this machine to start wherever you want. I like it to go to a home point that it chooses because it's always the same. So if I do special cuts like this one that need multiple bits, okay, my starting point is going to be the same every time. So we've loaded up our file on the computer. We have set the router at its starting location, and we're getting ready to carve the first step. Okay, what I'll do is I'll let you see it start, and we'll let it run through its process, and we'll come back before we do the bit change. Okay, here we go. Turning on the router, hitting carve. If you're thinking about a small business, anybody can do this. It's so simple. Simple as that. It started carving our sign. 2 hours and 6 minutes, and we're going to do a bit change. I'll see you when that happens. Be right back. Okay, that's the last of the 1/8 inch bit. What we're going to do is we're going to change to the detailing bit. That raises the head. And again, what we're going to do is we're going to exchange out the 1/8 inch for that 60 degree. Now we have to rehome the machine. And if you remember, that's what part we talked about, where it always starts at the same position. And you'll see that transom come back and forth. We're there. So what we've done is we put the detail bit in. We've told the laptop, the program, okay, that we are now went from the 1/8 inch to the detail, and it's going to cut out the fine sections of this carve. We're going to start the router, let the program do its thing. When we come back, the carve will be done. Okay, that step is done. Let's see what that looks like. That's how it'll come off the machine. You can see the pattern now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to fill this in. We're going to blow this off, fill it all in, paint it black. Okay? And then when it dries, we're going to sand that off. I have one here I've already blown off. And what I've done is I've routed the edges. Kind of put a bevel on that. It's those little tiny things that you'll see when it's done really make a difference. Now, just a regular can of black paint. I use the flat black because I think it dries quicker. I could be wrong. When it's done, it looks like this. I do paint the whole board black. What I've done before is, because the black will soak into the wood, okay? So I've really painted the center black and not the outside, and you can see that difference. By painting it all black, it really makes it look more even when it gets sanded down. So that's where we are here. Now we're going to sand it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to measure this up and frame it, glue it, brad nail it, and then seal it. Be right back. And this is the final product when it's done. When it's all done, painted, got a hanger, got the tag. Thanks for following along.